What's up? You know what it is. You know who it is. I'm back with another video. So today we're talking about recovery week. As you guys saw on my Instagram, I'm going through a bit of a recovery week, and I wanted to give you guys some insight to why I'm doing it, what it is that I'm exactly doing, and the key points of it that I want you to see. So first, I'm going to answer why I'm doing this. I'm doing a recovery week for a few reasons. One, I feel like I need a week to reset everything. I've been having some pains, especially in my right hip, and a couple other areas, and they've been lingering for longer than I'd like. And I decided it was time for me to take a step back and dedicate a little more time to these areas in hopes to treat them. Two, I've been feeling under the weather for the past week, and it hasn't gone away like it usually does at this point. My nose has been stuffy. I've been extra tired, and at this point, I'm obviously doing something wrong. I don't know that it's exactly working out. It could be a couple things, but I've decided that this week recovery period will help me take some extra time and take a little bit care of my body and recover a little bit more effectively and efficiently. And three, I wanted to just switch it up. The last 4 weeks of my programming are about to go down, so it's about to get serious in these next 4 weeks. And I want to make sure that I'm able to put my best foot forward for it. This is when a lot of big lifts happen, things compound on each other. So we're getting towards the end of that cycle. So it's a lot of testing more than it is training. And when you get into that testing realm, it's a lot more of your foot to the floor a lot of times instead of working on things and trying to make them a little bit better. This is when we're testing them and seeing the progress we've made over the past 8 weeks up to this point. So taking advantage of this time is something that I'm definitely doing. But those are the three main reasons why I'm doing it. The point of a recovery week or a workout or an exercise is to feel better than when you came into the gym. A lot of times this gets confused because we tend to feel good, but I'll get more into that in a minute. This means low intensity, low stress in both movement pattern and mental stress, and it should be fun. A lot of these exercises that I'm going to be doing this week, or I did today if you saw, are mobility and stability based and have a purpose outside of absolute strength to be gained from them. So the point here isn't to get stronger in like a specific lift. The point here is to move a little bit better, move a little bit more freely at a lighter load so I can get through a few ranges of motion that maybe I can't with a heavier load. Just trying to strengthen these areas and making them a little bit better. And that's why it's important that these aren't mistaken for strength training. This week is not a strength training week, so I'm not really going into extremely heavy lifts. I'm not really working on anything like even close to, if I do get under a barbell this week, I won't be anything close to past 50%. It won't be anything stressful. And that's it, like I said, if I get under a barbell this week. As much as this is just for moving and feeling better as well, this is a week about awareness, building awareness, moving better, moving more efficiently and effectively in hopes that when next week does come around and I do have to turn up the notch a little bit and be there for test week, that I'm better than I was this week. So it isn't common to feel like you didn't do a lot on these days. Today I didn't feel like I really did a lot. I had a conditioning piece that I kind of ran myself through. But it's not common to feel like you didn't do a lot or you could lift more or go harder on the conditioning. But hold these feelings back for this week. And don't take this for granted. Don't take leaving your workout feeling great for granted, because it doesn't happen a lot of times if you're doing things. I'm not saying that the way I do it is perfect, but it doesn't happen a lot of the time. So make sure you're using these days to get the extra recovery in. Going hard every day, really, it takes a toll on you, not only physically, but mentally. So if we don't do this every once in a while, every couple of weeks, we stand the risk of becoming burnt out. And this may be a product of why I'm doing this, because I'm burnt out. I don't think I'm there, but I'm going to be taking full advantage of the extra recovery time this week to show my body some love and make sure that I'm not burnt out next time this comes around. And this has been a little delayed. I probably should have done this a little bit sooner, but I decided this was a good week to start on it. So the rest of this week, I'm going to be giving you guys some insight on what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, why I'm doing it, in hopes that those of you that may be stuck in a little bit of a rut right now, physically or mentally, can take the time, develop some awareness of the body, and feel a little bit better. So like I said, check out my Instagram post earlier. Kind of gives you a little bit of a rundown. The next post following this is going to be a little bit more in depth of the conditioning I did today and why I did it. I'm also going to be posting the full workout that I did if anybody wants to try it, that I wrote up. So if you guys have any questions, please reach out. Hit me up on Instagram, Brandon_Thrive Fitness Wellness, which is right up here somewhere. And Thrive Fitness Wellness is the Thrive Instagram. So I'll see you guys soon. Thank you. And you know to keep supporting Skinny Boy.